What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. It's going to focus in on the Curtis Lazar fiasco in Ottawa. I've talked about him a few times over the season, and the situation hasn't gotten any better. He's not on the block, so to speak, but he's a classic change of scenery young player. And at 22 years old, I just looked this up. He's got 36 points in 175 games. It's, not good. And part of it was I think he was kind of overrated going into his draft year. I graded him out as the 23rd best player. He went 17th, which I know isn't that much of a reach, but I wasn't buying what everyone else was selling back then. I liked him. I thought he was, potential to be a nice, gritty forward at the NHL level, but I didn't see him being, a Shane Doan type. I thought, all right, nice little power forward that does a little bit of everything for you. And not that he's 5'11", he's not exactly huge for a power forward. And Ottawa's done nothing but mismanage his development since he was in the NHL in 19, probably should have done another year back with the Edmonton Oil Kings. Struggled as a teenager, struggled as a 20-year-old, and now as a 21, just turned 22-year-old. He's struggling more than ever. You can blame Guy Boucher, you can blame whatever, but the bottom line is, he wasn't producing. His numbers weren't off the charts with the other coaches he had, Joseph McLean and Cameron there. It's at some point it comes back on the player. And 1 assist in 32 games. Jesus Christ. Actually, I was gonna say one of the goalies outscored him, but none of Ottawa's goalies recorded an assist this season. That's weird. But not really that weird, but you know how I am. It's just still one of those are you fucking serious things with prospect development? And if I was a team, I'd buy low on him. And does Ottawa think he's still going to be the player they thought he was when they drafted him? That's going to be the question you're going to ask. Because if the answer is yes, then obviously you take your lumps with him. If not, you move him. I know he started the year in the AHL. I believe he had mono come out of camp, if memory serves correctly. And he didn't exactly light the world on fire in Binghamton. He had fucking 4 points in 13 games. So, again, I think this is a classic example of mismanaged prospect development. But also at 22 years old, you got to show me something. It's your 4th season in pro hockey. Or, no, 3rd. I can't count. CJ is a fucking moron. But no, he's an RFA at the end of the season, and if he's struggling this much, we'll see what happens. But again, it's been a weird season for guys in that 13 draft class that I did kind of like. Duclair is still struggling, you freaking read about down in Tucson, and actually kind of turn it around to 8 points in 12 games. But for Anthony Duclair with the Tucson Roadrunners. But again, it's just one of those things, and you also have to keep in mind, prospect development is a marathon, not a sprint. And just because they're not delivering right away doesn't mean that they're not going to. It's just a matter of, well, show me something. And I think Curtis Lazar needs to change the scenery, and if I was a GM of another team, I would be trying to move him. And if I'm Ottawa, I'm asking the question of what do we think he's going to be as an NHL player, and if we can salvage, I don't even know what his value is right now. It's such a tough thing to gauge. That, we'll see. Anyway, that's all I got this episode of the Power Play with CJ. Stay tuned for episodes of the season and beyond. Later, guys.